Let's run through a quick final security checklist. These are a few extra steps you can do right now to make your setup safer and make sure you're prepared if anything ever goes wrong. First, go to OpenClaw's official security page, which I'll leave linked in the video description. Copy that link, paste it into your OpenClaw chat, and ask your assistant to implement and verify the recommended security settings. The reason you do this is so OpenClaw can secure itself using the official best practices. You can quickly confirm everything is set correctly. Next, set approval rules for risky actions. Tell OpenClaw that if it's going to send a message on your behalf, it must draft it first and ask for your approval, and that it should always ask before deleting files or making network requests. The reason you do this is so it can't take destructive actions without your permission. Next, add cost guardrails inside of OpenClaw. Set a retry limit so if a task fails a few times, it stops, and set a runtime limit so tasks can't run forever. The reason you do this is to prevent expensive loops that can rack up API charges. Also, make sure you take a manual snapshot in your Hostinger dashboard before you start experimenting with new skills or major changes. You want to do this because if something breaks, you can restore it back to a working version in minutes instead of rebuilding everything from scratch. And speaking of Hostinger, if you ever need to manage your OpenClaw setup, that's where you're going to do it. That's where you can find your VPS settings, Docker manager, environment variables, backups, and security settings. So if you ever need to update a token, swap your AI model key, restart your OpenClaw container, or roll back to a previous version, you'll do it all right here inside of Hostinger.